And welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam. You know, our government is run with three separate branches: judicial, executive, and legislative. Legislative is divided into the House and the Senate, the House of Representatives. That means that we're going to have to elect a person that represents you and your views. Today I have with me Jessica Taylor, and you are a candidate for the House of Representatives District 2, which is basically most of Montgomery going all the way down to Dothan, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It's all of Autauga, Elmore County, a sliver of Montgomery, and then basically everything southeast.
Yeah, Coffee, Dale, and obviously these are good areas because these are areas that we reach. And as I mentioned in the onset there, it's a representative job. You are here to represent the values and the views of the citizens that live here.
Absolutely. I would love to go and help drain the swamp and represent the people of this district. You know, we've got people like AOC and her squad who want us to apologize for our conservative Alabama values. And I think we need a new generation of conservatives who can go there and go toe-to-toe with people like that.
Yeah. And we found out something, obviously, when President Trump came in, there really is a swamp. Everybody would kind of go, oh, you know, he's crazy, but there are people embedded in there that could care less about you and I and can care less about our government.
That's right. When you get to DC, you see the career politicians who have become beholden to the special interest. The legislative branch of government is supposed to be everyday citizens representing the people, not the special interest. And so I support term limits. That's something that will be high up on my agenda, is trying to enact term limits so that we can get back to a citizen legislature.
And it's kind of interesting because the fact that the government is not moving right now. Nothing is really happening. We get hung up on maybe one or two things. And how do you break that logjam there?
Well, I think a perfect example of what you're talking about is this impeachment mess right now. You know, since President Trump, the day he took office, the Democrats have been talking about impeaching him. So instead of doing the business of the people, they're playing politics and trying to impeach this president who was duly elected. They know that they can't beat him in 2020, so they're trying to impeach him now to get him out of office. And I think they need to get back to business instead of playing politics.
Represent us.
That's right.
Represent themselves.
That's right.
Again, what do you give our viewers a little idea of your background? Because obviously you're asking them to give you a job, you know, with the voting and say, okay, we're hiring this person to do it. Give our viewers a little bit of your background.
I was born into small town Alabama in Calhoun County, a little town called Weaver, Alabama. Was born into a trailer park there, and everybody there, nobody had money, but everybody worked hard, especially my parents. And so I grew up seeing how you know, individuals need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and not rely on entitlements and government handouts. My mom put herself through college, has a degree in nursing and then a master's in nursing. She did that while working full time. My dad was a salesman. I have a degree in political science and a master's in public administration. I also have a law degree from Jones School of Law. I earned that degree at night while working in the governor's office full time during the day. I'm a small business owner. I've been building my business for the last 10 years. We work with groups all across the country, schools, nonprofits, municipalities. So I've seen firsthand how government works and where we have fraud, waste, and abuse and need to cut that out. Seeing that has given me tremendous insight where I could hit the ground running on day one to make changes. I have 3 children, Sam, Fair, and Jackson. My husband, Brian, is an Iraq war veteran and currently serves in the National Guard. We believe in public service. I have served on many boards in this community. I was president of our local pregnancy center, very much pro-life. That would be one of my top priorities once elected. And I'm currently the president of Samaritan Counseling Center, which is the largest faith-informed mental health provider in the River region. So mental health is also a top issue for me.
And that's a very important one.
It's very important.
Absolutely.
You know, we talk about protecting the Second Amendment, which is very important, and a lot of the folks on the left like to talk about we have a gun problem. We don't have a gun problem. We have a mental health problem.
We have a people problem.
That's right.
A gun doesn't just jump up and do something.
Right.
Absolutely. And of course, you're running as a Republican, and it's Martha Roby's seat. Most people realize that Martha's been up there right around 10 years It's hard to believe that she's been up there length of time, because representatives are elected every 2 years. And then you're in hopes, obviously, that if you get elected, you're going to be going in with a Republican House that can get some things done. What if that doesn't happen? What would be the challenges you see?
We'll work to make it happen.
Okay.
You know, I think representing the people of this district, and I think there are more people around this country who truly are like us, and their voices are not being heard. So I would work to deliver our message and try and get the House Republican and do everything we can to help President Trump.
Right. Well, that's the way to do it, obviously, with work. And you did work your way through college.
Yes,
You
sir.
yeah, I noticed when you're saying all that, that was one of the things that impressed me, because a lot of times people think, well, this person she just was born with a silver spoon. You're not born with a silver spoon. You've worked for what you've gotten, and you're a good representative. How do people get a hold of you, either to contribute to your campaign, help you in the campaign, or just to talk to you and find out thoughts?
Our website would be the best way.
Okay.
It's jessicatayloral.com. It's got all of our contact information. We would love folks to come volunteer, help us go door to door, help us make calls. We're trying to get our message out. And as you mentioned, I have had a job since I was 16 years
Right.
old. Definitely not afraid of hard work. I don't think this race can be bought. I think we need somebody who knows how to make a dollar out of 15 cents, not just spend more money.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what I'll do if elected.
Great. Well, thank you. And just remember this, March 2nd is the primary. It's right around the corner, even though we're saying, it's quite a ways off. Do your homework. Get in touch with the different candidates. Talk with them. Find out their views. Hopefully they're going to be your views, because they do represent you. And we'll be right back right after this.